Good morning everyone. Today we are here today to think first, think safety. It's a technological, fruitfully thoughtful process is to outline car incidents inside the UK. Call 999 or 101 for further assistance on legal authorities. Please have some forbearance as our day-to-day busy with many activities throughout UK, such as police department, very busy day-to-day with other crimes such as many crimes as in theft, racketeering and arson, etc. Our fire brigade are also busy with fires, fire safety alarms and reaching out to schools, giving children guidelines, and also talks about firemen saying rundown, do not play with fires or matches. Our NHS services are busy day to day with elderly people who suffer from many illness, cancer patients and our wonderful mothers giving birth. Many occupants having slips, trips or falls at work. Today's instance: High Cross Lane East. Road is closed. Resurfacing work. Road closed due to resurfacing work on the High Cross Lane East northbound in Bacon End. It's first reported on the 5th of August at 5 AM. Bear in mind the road could still be congested or closed. Arnold Way, road closed, paving repairs. Road closed due to paving repairs on Arnold Road, both ways from Watchhouse Road to Cannon Lees. That's the 2nd of August, 6 AM first reported. Clacton-on-Sea, Coast Road, road closed, telecoms work. Road closed due to telecoms work on Coast Road, both ways from Victoria Road to Furs Chase. 6th of August at 11 PM first reported. Then we have Norwich, B1108. Temporary traffic signals construction. Temporary traffic signals due to construction on B1108. Unfaint Road around the Georgian Townhouse pub. On the 5th of August, 5 AM first reported. Now we've got Proc on politics. Do you think the President Trump's heroic has emboldened white supremacists and indicated hate in America? In the wake of last weekend's mass shootings in El Paso, Texas and Dayton, Ohio, which killed 31 people, Democrats are calling on President Trump to denounce white supremacy and sees using heroic that incites hatred. The El Paso shooter was in possession of a white nationalist, anti-immigrant racist document that police believe he authored, which mirrored language that Trump has consistently used about the Hispanic immigrant invasion of the United States. Beto O'Rourke, who is from El Paso, served on the city council and represented the religion in Congress, spoke plainly when a reporter asked him what Trump could do to make a situation better. What do you think? You know the shit he's been saying. He's been called Mexican immigrants, rapists and criminals. I don't know, like members of the press, what the F-U-C-K. Hold on a second. You know these questions that you know the answer to, he said. According to the CNN transcript of the exchange, I mean, connect to the dots about what he's doing in this country. He's not tolerating racism, he's promoting racism. He's not tolerating violence, he's initiating racism and violence in this country. So, you know, I don't know what kind of question that is. Former VP Joe Biden, another front runner for the Democratic presidential candidate, called out Trump for using office of the presidency to encourage and embolden white supremacy, highlighting his use of infestation and evasion in reference to immigrants. Do you think Trump is initiating hatred and encouraging white supremacy? Have your say in the poll below. Varadkar and Johnson planning to meet, says Minister. A meeting between Taoiseach Leo Varadkar, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, is being organised as the UK government continues to insist the backstop should be scrapped if there is to be any Brexit deal. Minister for Finance, Pascal Donio, confirmed Mr Varadkar and Mr Johnson's offices are to contact about arranging a meeting. Although Mr Varadkar is inviting Mr Johnson to Dublin during an initial phone call between the pair last week, Mr Johnson did not immediately take up the offer. Mr Donohoe, speaking to BBC last night after meeting Sajid Javid, Mr Johnson's Chancellor of the Exchequer in London on Tuesday, said Mr Varadkar and the Prime Minister are planning to meet. They had a good phone call there a new number of days ago, and their respective offices are now looking forward to set up a meeting, he said. But I would anticipate they would meet. I know they are looking to schedule that meeting, and I would anticipate that will happen. The meeting between Mr Donohoe and Mr Javid was first between a senior government figure and one of Mr Johnson's leading ministries in the line of Mr Johnson's position. Mr Javid told Mr Donohoe the backstop, the insurance policy to avoid a hard border, must be abolished in order for there to be a Brexit deal. If it is not, Mr Johnson says he will take the UK out of the EU without a deal on October 31st. Mr Donohoe told Mr Javid the backstop must stay, and said after the meeting the prospect of a no-deal Brexit is growing. Political declaration. Speaking at Belfast, Vele and Fobial last night, Mr Varadkar said discussions could begin on how alternative arrangements, technological solutions which Dublin and Brussels believe do not exist to avoid a harder border, could be examined in the political declaration, the loser accompanying text to the Brexit withdrawal agreement. Proclamation News and Gatherence. Well done Boris Johnson and co for trying to scrap the backstop deal. Boris Johnson is making a huge transformation. This has made me so happy. Outside the Conservative Club right now, as we speak. Enjoy the show. It's a